But this is how we understand. Because in the humans, we have a son and a daughter, a woman and a man. So he wanted you to do it as human as possible so we can understand. So that's why he came down just like us. He wanted to come like, see, we can't understand. I can do it better. We can't understand everything of the Spirit, right? Because if we did, we would have followed the 10 Commandments, right? Because we couldn't see God, we didn't believe it. Half of the time, if you don't see something, you don't believe it. So what he did was he showed you the proof. He said, well, I'm going to come down and show you now. Since you won't believe it this way, I try to give you a priest. You didn't follow. I did you this way. I give you kings. I give you this. You don't follow me because you don't believe me. So I'm going to come down my own self and show you the proof. And he did it just so you can understand. He didn't want to come. He said, well, I'm going to do, you believe in a man and a woman. So I'm going to come down like a man, like a son, like a human being, and show you how to live. And that's the only way I can explain it. He had to come down just the way you understand. And like I said, if he would have came down like a bird, we would have had a hard time trying to figure that out. If he would have came down like a flower and the flower bled, we would be like, well, how could it bleed? Well, he said, let me come down like humankind, just the way you are to show you. So I'm going to come down like a man, but I'm really God in this man. You understand? Amen. You understand? Do you understand with them? You still wavering out? Okay. All right, so we're going to keep on reading. You'll get it. We were at number 2, right?
Yep. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of man. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it.
Okay, so who's that light that's shining in the darkness that couldn't understand it?
Jesus.
Okay. And the light that shines in the darkness, and yes, Jesus was that light in the darkness, and we still didn't understand it. So you're right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. There came a man who was sent from God. His name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, so that through him all men might be believed.
Okay, so John the Baptist. You know John the Baptist. Have you ever heard the story about John the Baptist? He was the forerunner, right? He came before God. He came before Jesus. That's my tongue slip. But he was a witness.